With my experience, all front calipers, especially that do most of the braking power in any automobile, must be serviced. A car can't just clean itself or move itself, particularly its piston, as we're looking at a caliper upside down with its rubber seal around the shiny circumference of the piston. The piston is inverted. There is a pressure clamp with a turn spline on top of a 3/8 drive socket. The socket is touching the top of the inside of the piston. So a piston rides in and out of the cylinder of the circumference with a inner rubber seal, which we cannot see. An exploded view is available online. But in this caliper, like most all calipers, it has a seal on the inside and on the outside. We're looking at the rubber seal, which is mainly a dust seal. If there's any leaks coming out of there, that means the inner seal, which is like an O-ring, is bad. Calipers are famous for rusting. They're in the most notoriously damaging, wet, salty, dusty, dirty environment. Most vehicles do not get serviced with removing and flushing brake fluid, so the caliper piston is forced to try and survive and function normally against water, which rusts the inside of the cylinder and the piston, and dirt, and if there's any leaks, forget it. The caliper is shot. At this point, we're looking at a replacement caliper. I replaced both of these. They're O'Reilly's product. They're new, so we think. These calipers were acting a little bit abnormal, one outdoing the other on braking hard. And the hard braking test, not slamming on the brakes. This car in particular doesn't have TPMS. This is a 2008 Toyota Matrix Basic, which is equipped with a sports car 5-speed manual transmission to give the driver that sports car feel, and to take away the TPMS, which would vibrate around turns and cause a fading problem in the brakes, and the sports car driver could crash in a turn. So ABS, there's different levels and qualities of ABS, but I haven't driven a car that has super sophisticated or sensitive or applicable TPMS in a sports car turning situation and riding and hitting over bumps. ABS can be terrible. So anyway, this little method here that I've got is to turn the piston in as far as it goes. After I remove this, you can see me turning it in now, and then it gets to a point where I call it bottoming out, and it's just about to do that. I'm doing this by hand. Eventually I'm going to use my ratchet with a nut on the end. Right now you can see this little hand turning knob, and I'll loosen it up. Then I'm going to go in the car. I'm only going to loosen it up so far because I certainly don't want to push the piston out and pop it out. That'll be a disaster. So I'm going to go in the car now, and I'm going to press the brake pedal down only about maybe 7 or 8 times, and then it's going to move that piston out. Watch what happens. I only pumped 6 times, and that was enough. Now, I've done it further before, up to 10 times, but right now I'm working on the inner circle, the inner tolerance. This is really more than what this piston would push out. And what happens is since there's so little movement in these things, they start to stick, and they start to malfunction and become uneven, or just fail completely, wear out the pad, and then eventually the rotor, and you don't have brakes at that point. So there it is, in and out, and then this car is going to get flushed with new .4, and she's going to brake beautifully. But you have to maintain these things. This is a nice little service.